Sam, this is Deadman. I calibrated your BB based on physiological data we collected from you earlier. It's still just a best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
This case will remove any chiral matter still clinging to your suit. Speaking of suits, blue is for delivery personnel, red for medical, orange for corpse disposal, and black for security.
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before. Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification too. Take a closer look. See the red there? That's your blood.
Well, have you had a chance to think it over? Chock full of chiralium, but safe for you Dooms guys to wear. That's all you'll need to go forth and reconnect the world. To make us whole again.
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything. Or making knots. But I'll do what I have to help Amelie out.
Listen up, Sam. The terminals Amelie's people built in the towns and cities they passed through on their journey west are called knots. The infrastructure's there, but the Cairo network is offline. Right now, it's only capable of transmitting voice communications, sometimes wired, sometimes wireless, and a small amount of data. So, unless the necessary data's stored on site, our chirograms won't show up. Amelie and the other Bridges members you've seen around the place are grams generated with local data. In case you didn't know. Anyway, all you've got to do is find the knot, connect your Cupid, and bring Cairo communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, you'll be able to initiate zero-time massive data transmission with the UCA network. And just like that, you'll reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past. All the lost and fragmented junk data will be compiled and restored, like bringing a dinosaur back to life from a fossil. 4.6 billion years of history on Earth. All the wisdom and knowledge we lost since the Death Stranding will be ours again. And that, my friend, is how we'll beat this thing. Once you establish Cairo communications, generating grams won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use Cairo printers. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Except anything original. Or that's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
True. Which is why we'll still need porters like you. Before and after we're made whole, we'll need men in the middle.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Yeah, well, idle hands and all that. We'll give you the details at the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check it upstairs. Drop's waiting up there, too.
These shoes look like they've done some serious miles. Shall I dispose of them?
Wait. Hold on. There's something I want you to look into. My blood seemed to set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off? How do you mean?
I don't know. You took my blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Take care of him. I promise you. Baby. Baby. Baby, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Steady.
Sam, this is Die Hard. Your current objective is to extend the Cairo network from here. But don't think you can make to cover the distance we need to use. The first of these knots is a bridge's waist. Go ahead and take a look. Deliver whatever they need. Sam, order summaries may contain information critical to your success. Make sure to review them. Sam, we've supplied... They should help with this. Right now...
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, triple checked your loadout, I take it?
Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, you see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you'd like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind. Sam, even the best porters have been known to lose their cargo. But you're better than the best. You've got what it takes to finish what they started. If you come across any abandoned shipments, consider taking them to their intended destination.
It's easier than you might think. See, all our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odra deck is equipped with a scanner which might detect said IDs. Which is a roundabout way of saying, but that thing on your shoulder can help you locate your shipment.
Sam, a well-placed ladder can get you safely across most rivers, you know. Have you tried using the one we issued you? Remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need. And they're counting on you to deliver. Sam, if you come up against a sheer cliff or a steep slope, don't forget about the ladder we issued you. Be sure to try it out. I'd be interested to see what uses a seasoned pro like you might find for it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Thank you. We've all been feeling. No one seemed to know what it. The act won't be. Yeah, and so.
Dead.
No, and this three. You well. Connection. It's we can. Hey, gonna be able to get you. Which me. There's.
Thank you. By bringing that way station into the...
Right.
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your... It's on the Europe to... But to do that, they'll be essential. Given that we're looking at using a distribution center and a power... Start with the... We've got to... Check the near...
Good work. New order of it.
Your hard work, thanks to... should prove...
Order assigned. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sam, if you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's no telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to timefall damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to.
Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will be decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Wait station folks told me all about Sam Bridges with the guy expanding. So would you talk? Oh, yeah. Looks like we're on the... And with those materials, think of it ahead. Good.
Sam.
Good work.
Your work is greatly...
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excess of stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, 4, it's almost time. 2, 1.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral Network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB. There are a few things...
Such as?
Such as take a cradle the pot, out of curiosity. Something.
When I hook up my BB...
What kind of...
Like there's this room with other people.
Didn't I warn you about... They're false. Let me explain. To be clear, this is... But even at 20, it is more than capable of...
So who?
Someone from the medical team. The BB has been... It's been handled by a lot.
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BB's... They're your... We may use them, but believe me, I've been... If I find anything...
While you're resting, I rent Beryllium one. Unfortunately, I know. This one's on us. The printer mules must have snapped. If I'm... Don't suppose...
Thank you for your comfort.
Mama's added a one. If you don't, you never know. That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Chiral crystals appeared surrounding rocks and debris. And the got off. Rain, look, if you...
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight. Remember, Sam, when you approach the fuel drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo. Fuel drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him. Sam, Pyro Crystal deliveries are a little different from the usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Pyro Crystals you're carrying.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free. If you come across it, it'll be safe, and even if it has, you can rest.
I just...
Thank you for your course.
Sorry.
Sam, how your shoes hold? Nothing... Carrot? Bridget, you should... But... Good work. It's as your connection.
Congratulations. One might liken our relationship with it, Atom. Is it useful? Quite. No, but it stands to this.
Good work.
Yeah, these wish. No,
contain good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Basic.
There is a correlation. This may work. You needn't worry though. If you find it...
If you come in and you can... Everything has its value. Sam, you can use...
Looks like some... You can... We've added a bridge. The first, plenty of... Take a stroll across. Give it a try.
Sam, you can use...
We've added a bridge. The take a... Give it a...
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Footwear condition critical. Please replace immediately. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. There we go.
long as you don't drop it, the contents shouldn't sustain any damage. And if the cargo itself is okay, then your eval won't be affected. Just take a little extra care from here on out, and you'll be fine. Good luck.
Thank you. With this unit, here's hope. Mind if... How'd you get to... Are we...
Network bandwidth is a limited... However, as you...
About time we did. You know, makes it... I hope it was her. I was with it. But it was an... Sam, I ran it.
It seems after dispersing an aerosol, while this is hardly definitive, as it does suggest that the Mama had the ID, the prototype, and when it is...
Sam, we've almost got the whole Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, one other thing. It's not very often. While you're there, no sense coming all the way back. Have a look.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
I said...
Thank you for your...
Congrats, you're cleared to take off. While they're not as high, if you're already heading, just because they're... So why not?
That's a request for material transport. By helping the facility replenish its... Give.
Hey, great work. That wind farm, by way of reward, generators, that includes...
Order assigned.
Sam, I see you've decided... If you're not there, you should help.
Sam, you're safe, all right?
Keep it together. good. Now it's bone dry.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Back, are
Sam, if you're up for it, you should head over to the distro center out west of Capital Knot and take on an order bound for the city. A hardworking porter could earn himself an extra reward. Check the terminal at the distro center to see what's available.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator. Why not give it a try?
Weapons restrictions lifted. Construction complete. delivery terminal for further information. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted. Keep on keeping on.
Sam, I hate to say it, but I've got a high priority request. While this has nothing to do with our network expansion operations, it's still a major cause for concern. You can pick up the order via the terminal at Capital Knot's Western Distro Center. Let's save the detailed briefing until then. Don't delay, Sam. This one's important.
All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
You the deliver? I don't. About time I joined the. But I don't want to be weird.
Good work. New order available. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Good work. New order. Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restriction.
Construction complete.
Might as well make the most of this time. Hey, buddy. You're on electricity fire right now.
Thanks for delivering. Hey. All right.
Good work. New order available.
Sam,
Access delivery
managed to
terminal
get that
for
bonus,
further
huh?
information.
Wear it with pride. That hat's reserved for Bridges staff who've gone above and beyond. Head on down to your private room if you want to see how it fits. Sam, I received word. Prototypes. A delivery. Port not City. They'll also. The ship. These. But. After the. Hell. After. So. Deep. Without. Me. By handing over. Now these. Just remember. Don't get carried away.
Thank you for your contribution. EX grenade number